Hey groupies, welcome back to Form Therapy. I am the video channel producer, you can call me PD, and today we're going to be checking out the music video Senorita by I-DLE. That's G-IDLE, the G is silent, so it's just I-DLE. Now, we have a lot to talk about today in the post-review. I've just recently got into I-DLE, so we're going to be talking about their music, their discography, their potential, and their future career, potential career in this industry, and the listening parties that I have planned. But all that is for after the reaction. So let's get into the music video. This is your Form Therapy. Oh my god, this is really loud.
Hey Senor.
Okay, it's just me, or is the bass like super heavy on this? Oh, hold on. There she is. That trumpet is so awesome. Oh my god, this bridge is like the greatest thing in the world. Oh my god, I love how the bridge carries over into the ending. Oh my god. This is a great... Oh my god! No, listen. This is one of those songs where the end of the song completely recontextualizes everything about the song. So I need to rewatch this again from the very beginning. I need to rewatch this because it's changed the atmosphere in the song, like the vibe is completely different. I need to watch it again. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay, so now that I'm getting a second listen time around, I can actually hear the bass a lot better. Like the bass in the beginning was a lot funkier. Here it's a little bit just like booming. The song is very muted though. It's like sort of held back compared to Latata and Han. It's sort of like a quiet sort of, it's like a song that sort of creeps on you. Like it didn't take me until the end of the song to really suddenly just get into it. But I think that's the whole purpose of the song. Just like with the ending, I feel like Yugi really, she sort of ushers in like the tempo change and like sort of like the epicness of the song. Like the more I listen to it, the piano in the background, the keys with that bass, it's super addicting. The color scheme is very interesting. They're going for like very bright colors. They're not shooting this like how most K-pop music videos shoot a typical Latin-inspired music video. They're using all colors on the spectrum, and I feel like a big heavy color is actually, they're using the color blue a lot, which I feel like you don't see too much in Latin-inspired stuff, especially hard crushed blues like that. I feel like you see a lot of yellows, a lot of orange, maybe teal. There's something that this reminds me of very specifically. Kind of reminds me of like, not the song exactly, but Camila Cabello's Havana. Especially the use of this trumpet. I get chills. Her voice coming in, I get chills. Was Soyeon using the trumpet as a gun? I kind of do wish they had gone into the chorus one more time. That actually felt like a really elongated bridge. Dude, Yugi, holy crap. That was so cool. I've been going through this phase lately where I've been checking out old albums I've never checked out before. And I feel like when you become a fan of a group, when you become a fan of someone, when you re-listen to their old music, it completely changes how you feel about the song. Even if you like the song, even if you love the song. Once you become a fan, re-listening to their old music and re-listening to their new music going forward, there's a greater appreciation for it. And I can see why so many fans are always so hyped up about their groups having a comeback. When I-DLE first debuted, I was impressed. Latata was amazing. Not only for a debut was it a solid debut, just on its own, Latata was a really strong song. Han was good as well, but I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced yet that I was a fan of I-DLE, that I was passionate, that I loved I-DLE. Then I saw KDA finally, just like a month ago. I know I was like several months late on KDA. Soyeon's rap in that really sort of like changed my mind. I was like, maybe there's more. And then I heard Soyeon feature on Huta. Huta is the solo moniker of Lee Min-young from BTOB. I heard Soyeon feature on his song called Hangout, which if you haven't heard it, you should check out. It's phenomenal. When I heard that, I was like, okay, I need to give I-DLE a shot. I need to give them a fair shot. I gotta listen to the B-sides. Usually I just try to let the title tracks kind of sweep me away, and then when there's a title track that really makes me get into a group, I then check out the B-sides. But this time I was like, no, I will actively seek out the B-sides. I knew that they were gonna have this comeback in the end of February, so I was like, you know what, before this comeback, let me check out their album. And so literally just less than a week ago, like a few days ago, maybe like 3 or 4 days ago, I listened to I-DLE's I Am album in its entirety, and I have not been able to put it down. I am addicted. I'm addicted to Maze. I'm addicted to Don't Text Me. I'm addicted to Dollar Dollar Dollar. I'm addicted to What's in Your House. I'm even addicted to the ballad song they have, and I notoriously am known to not like ballads, but this is the one group where, we'll admit, because I favor rappers more, I definitely really only noticed Soyeon and Yugi, because Yugi I thought had a very interesting voice. But after listening to the I Am EPs, I'm kind of also really obsessed with the vocalists in this group. I thought the I Am EP did a great job of showing the different colors of their voices, and so watching this, I had a new profound appreciation for I-DLE as a group. It kind of reminds me of the Havana Camila Cabello inspired genre. You know, it's like Latin and Spanish inspired, but it's not like the usual typical route most people go. I feel like when you think of Latin inspired K-pop music, most groups go with like the very, very quintessential guitar strumming sounds. This one was less like that. This one was a little bit more, you hear like the snapping and like shit. What are those instruments? Like those clicky clacky instruments. Castanets. I don't really know if those are actually castanets in the song. It sounded like castanets. I feel like K-pop goes through big trends, and the Latin inspired trend was a pretty big thing. Like, what was it? It was either end of 2017 through 2018. I feel like whenever K-pop goes through a trend, like they have the sort of like dance hall, tropical trend, and then they have the Latin inspired trend. They kind of all do it in the same way and then put their own spin on it. I feel like what made this special was it did not sound remotely like anything what other K-pop groups have done with Latin inspired songs. I feel like this is not a very popular, or at least common stereotype of what you hear, at least what us non-Latin Americans hear. I feel like as someone who is not Latin American, we are exposed to only like the most popular songs, or like the stereotypical stuff. So I don't actually know like the extent of how popular this genre is, but it's definitely not something you hear on the radio all the time, for us anyways. And I really want to get to know the members, and I really want to figure out how to differentiate between the members. I want to check out the music video repeatedly until I kind of remember all the members, because again, I only remember Soyeon and Yugi, but these vocalists, very rarely do vocalists impress me this much where they stand out and I'm like, okay, I gotta learn all their names because I want to differentiate between their voices, because they actually all sound so different and they're pretty unique. Maze was definitely a song that got me onto that, and I really want to learn it for this comeback, because I'm going to be doing a listening party for I-DLE's I Made, and I think that's going to be like this Sunday, and that's going to be out soon on YouTube, so don't worry. Before you comment asking if I'm going to put up the listening party on YouTube, I will. And so is the I Am listening party that we recorded. Speaking of members who kind of killed this, I thought Soyeon's rapping was a little bit tame and it was a little bit pulled back. Like I said, I think the intention of this song was it's a slow burn. It's sort of like a dance. Like La Ta Ta was powerful, was upbeat, it was very fiery from the beginning, but this one's really a slow burn. And so the verses feel a lot shorter, and I feel like it's not as crazy of a song as La Ta Ta or Han. But all of that buildup, all of that reservedness is kind of worth it for Yugi's outro. Yugi killed it. I think Yugi really was the highlight of this song for me. To me, Soyeon has always stood out. For me, like, again, because I'm more biased towards rappers, I always think rappers stand out for me, but I think Yugi really, she kind of blew this out of the water. That outro where she just starts faintly saying her lines, and the way it transitions into the, I can't even call that the final chorus, you know? It wasn't really a final chorus. It wasn't repetitive of the chorus that we had in the rest of the song. It was a slightly altered version. And I kind of wish that they had done like that long elongated bridge and they played the chorus out one more time. There is somewhat of a simplicity in the way that it does end the way it is now, and I appreciate that on an artistic level, but like on my body level, like the electrolytes in my body, like I don't know if that's how science works, but like, you know how like when your body expects a beat drop and then the drop doesn't come? That's sort of the feeling I get at the end. That kind of build up she does to that explosive ending, like my body feels like, oh, there's gonna be one more chorus coming, and then it doesn't come. But again, it kind of goes out with a whisper, and there was something very romantic about that. Romantic in like the more cinematic sense. The fact that they didn't go for another chorus, I think just goes to show you how this song subverts your traditional expectations. This is a song you have to listen to twice. Not a lot of songs are like that, and some songs you may have to listen to more than once. But this is a song where literally the end of the song is urging you to listen to it again. This song is immediately so addictive. My first go around with this song, it was more confusing and trying to kind of like, I guess, get a feel for it because it doesn't play into the typical K-pop tropes in the way that the song plays out. I'm honestly surprised that this is the title track. This feels more like it should be a B-side. Songs that are artistic rarely become title tracks. They usually go for like the generic, more easily digestible pop route. Making this the title track was incredibly risky on Cube's part, and I do appreciate it. And people have mixed feelings about Cube, but I will say, watching this music video, Cube poured money into this. This music video was lavish, it was grand, and again, just like the song, just like how the song didn't follow a traditional Latin stereotype, neither did the music video. I feel like usually people go for like that sort of deserty look, sort of like a big yellow, orange type scheme. I feel like SF9's O Sole Mio is a great example of how people traditionally shoot Latin inspired stuff. But this was shot very colorfully. They tapped into the very much more colorful, saturated nature of the Latin scene. I've seen some of that, you know? I've seen some of that in other Latin music videos and from shows and movies and stuff like that. I feel like they showed a very different side. I just think that I-DLE, and I'm late on the I-DLE hype train. I'm late and I get it now. I think I-DLE has such huge potential in this industry, and I cannot wait to listen to this album. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction and review of I-DLE's Senorita. What do you guys think about the song? What do you guys think about the music video? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. You can see behind the scenes of our daily lives. And hey, if you would like to support us, consider visiting us at patreon.com/informedtherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this and more. Starting March, we are finally announcing our new Patreon perks. And so if you want to check that out, get there by March. But if you can't support us monetarily, that's completely fine. Why don't you go ahead and just click like down below right here. It helps me out with YouTube's search algorithm. Or go ahead and just click subscribe over here if you're new, turn on the notification bell, and go ahead and check out all my other videos over here.